Hey, it's Rob here. This week's project, I got this piece of maple. It is 6 inches by 5.5 inches by 1 3/4 inches. Now I got this piece of wood for free. I got it from work. It was an offcut from the building site where I'm working. I'm an electrician, and the cabinet makers were using some maple for some trim, and these were the offcuts. So I asked if I could have a couple, and I managed to grab about 4 of them. So anyways, what I want to do is make a bowl out of this, but I want to make a triangle bowl with wings. So it's going to be a winged triangle bowl, and so I'm going to be turning air. Now I've not made a triangle bowl before, so this will be a first for me. So let's see how this goes. So stick with me, and we'll get it marked up to a triangle. Take it to the bandsaw, we'll get it cut down, and we'll get it mounted on the lathe, and we'll go from there. I'll be right back. Now what I'm going to do here is this 6 inches. Now if I measure halfway across, 3 inches between here and here is also 6 inches. So what I'm going to do is measure 3 inches across there. Now what I need to do is make a straight line there and a straight line right here. Okay, so with a tape measure, that's 6 inches, that's 6 inches, and that's 6 inches. So now I have to find the center. So how do I do that? What I do is I measure across here halfway, 3 inches. Halfway along here, 3 inches, and you can even do the last one as well, 3 inches. So now from this point to this tip, from this point to this tip, from this point to this tip, that will give you your center of this triangle. I guess I should use a straight ruler, but this will work. Okay, so there's my center. That's where my wormwood screw will go, right there. So I will end up drilling a 3/8 hole right there for my wormwood screw to turn the back of the bowl, and I'm going to put a recess as opposed to a tenon. I'm going to put a mortise in the back, and then it's going to be difficult to reverse chuck it without a vacuum chuck, and I do not have a vacuum chuck. So I'm going to take this and cut this now. Okay, so I've set my gauge at 1 inch depth. This is my pilot drill. I'm going to go down 1 inch, which is what my wormwood chuck screw needs. So I'm going to go drill the pilot hole. And it's my wormwood chuck. This is a Barracuda chuck from PSI. Comes with a lot of attachments, so I'm very happy with it myself. Okay, so I always put a little bit of wax on here. Beeswax. Then I tend to use my chuck key to hold the chuck in place while I put this on. see how this goes. Okay, that's nice and tight. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this and have my smallest recess here. So I'll get back to you in 2 minutes. Okay, so my smaller jaws, I need a 2-inch recess. So the way I do that is I measure 1 inch from the center, which is right there. Then I bring my tool rest up, and then just by hand I put that on my mark. Now there's my recess. Perfect. Okay, good. Right. Let's start turning. At this point I'd like to stress safety. I always wear this, my hard hat with face shield. All times I always wear that. If I'm sanding slow speed, I may take it off, but I will never stand in the firing line of the piece of wood should it decide to come off the chuck. So safety is definitely important. Now, depending on what wood you're using, some woods can be toxic, so you need to be very aware of that. And some of them are dustier than others. Some woods are very dusty, some woods not so much. Wet wood tends not to be dusty, but dry wood can be very dusty, so dust masks are a must in a lot of circumstances too. This is maple. I'm not too concerned about toxicity, but I will be wearing my face shield. Now, a friend of mine, actually I should say family member of mine owns, with a buddy of his, it's Peter and Greg from Killian Tools. I'll put a link below. Killian Tools. They gave me these, a set of 4. Crude handles. Right now I still have to make some handles, but my cousin made the handles, so I can't complain. So I'm going to be using this today from Killian Tools, so maybe go check them out. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm going to sand this up. Okay. This has now been sanded and had a light coat of oil applied. Sanded down to 600 grit. And I have my recess. And what I'm going to do now is reverse chuck this and hollow it out. Alright, what I'm doing right now is changing the chuck jaws. They're numbered 1 through 4. Obviously I want the smaller ones. because it's a fairly small bowl, only 6 inches. Actually, I'm not sure if it's 6 inches around or bigger. I know the flat side is 6 inches. So I'll take all of these off. And the other one's on. Now this one is number 4 and it has that little set screw there which goes in that slot there. That's on the PSI truck. So number 4 is this one, it has it as well. You have to make sure it goes in the right spot, which is right there. Okay, the wood is now reverse chucked. What I'm going to do is just bring the tailstock up. Okay, what I'm going to do now is begin hollowing. Okay, so this is the bowl basic shape. Just needs some sanding now. It's about a 1/4 inch thick. I don't want to go too thin, but really it's just a practice piece for future efforts. So I'll give it some sanding and we'll get back to you. Hi, I'm back and the bowl's been sanded. This is the final product right here. I will post some pictures at the very end of the video so you can check it out. I had a few issues with the corners. The piece of wood wasn't perfect when I put it on the lathe, but this is really just a practice for a triangle bowl. I've never done a triangle bowl before, so hopefully I'll try it again and do a better job. But for now, this is it. I'd like to thank at this point Martin Saban-Smith for mentioning me in his latest video, and he was cleaning his shop up and giving some tips and advice, so check that out. It's definitely worthwhile. Seems like a really nice guy, and does his wood turning in a fire station apparently when the sun sets. So also a buddy of mine, Stephen Twidell, Temple Turnings in Ireland, does some amazing projects. He just started out his channel a week or two ago, and he's very promising. He does some fantastic stuff. I'd also like to thank Mike Walton for some great advice and some help over the past 2 years that I've been turning. He's very talented, very clean, crisp worker. Cole Jacobson and Captain Eddie Castling, where would we all be without you guys? I do not know. Anyways, I'm going to post some pictures at the very end. This just has a light coat of linseed oil. I'm happy with it. It's not perfect, but check it out for yourself. Thank you very much. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you. One more thing. Yesterday I was at the Ontario Wood Show, and some fantastic woodworkers there, from carving, wood turning, demonstrations, all kinds of things. So my next video is going to be just a short video of just a walkthrough. It's going to show you some stuff that they have there. If you're anywhere near the area, you should definitely check it out. Or if you come to Canada in October, it's the first week in October, I'll write down some information right here about it, and definitely check that out if you get a chance. Okay, thank you. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.